I told them only I can say 4 effects which become permanent on my body after the enlightenment. 1, I can say 4 effects on my body mind, not just on body mind. First thing, there is no inner chattering. When I speak to you all, words just come from this throat and disappears. There is no constant inner chattering inside. The gap which I gave just now, even in that gap, there was no words inside. Very difficult to believe. Of course, even now, again, these few moments, there was no thoughts inside. It was pure emptiness. Words come just when it is necessary. There was no words inside. This is the first thing. Second thing, the identity or the boundary feeling. Here my body ends, here the mic starts, here the sofa starts. This is my body, this is universe. That identity is completely lost. For utility's sake, to speak with you all, to relate with you all, I associate my boundary. Otherwise, how much inside the skin I am alive, in the same way, with the same intensity, I am alive inside this pillar. Whoever understands. See, to talk to you all, if the sound has to reach you, I have to use this mic. Same way, to talk to you in the human language, I have to use this body. Like how I pick up this kerchief to wipe my mouth as an utility. Same way, I pick up this body to do this work. Just like how I drop the kerchief after the work, I drop this body after the work. Getting out of the car and getting out of the body are not two different things for me. This was the second step. Third, the identity, the basic identity, I am a male or female, has disappeared. Even though the body is male, physically, the identity, male, female, the identity has completely disappeared. That's why I say the enlightened person is beyond male, female and gay. He is beyond all these three. The basic identity has disappeared. Because that identity doesn't exist, that has disappeared, a different grace has started radiating around the body. The fourth thing, that is the wonderful thing, an important thing, maybe last but not least, intense excitement and passion for no reason. An intense excitement and passion for no reason. Intense excitement for anything and everything. There is no need for any reason to have that excitement, to awaken that excitement. You don't need a big thing, big reason to be excited, to be ecstatic. For no reason, an intense excitement and ecstasy. Just for no reason, what I call ananda, which does not reduce, which is constantly flowing for no reason, no logical reason. Of course, these are the main four effects happen on the body Actually, mainly when I said that I'm using the body, I just pick up the body like this and drop the body. One scientist who is working in this field in Seattle, he was doing some research on my body. He wants to test the conductivity. Oh, what's that? Skin conductivity. Test the amount of conductivity in the body. He did continuously for hours. Usually it is supposed to be something like a 25 to 40. 25 to 40. And he said it was only 0.5 in my body. Just 0.5. Means there is nobody inside the body. The normal memory means the constant association with the body doesn't exist. Then I told him, alright, I'll heal somebody, just see at that time what happens. I started healing somebody. Suddenly the 0.5 became 40. And the moment I finished the healing and took my hands out, came back to 0.5. And he said, what is going on, Swami? And he got shocked whether his mission is something wrong. So he started rechecking his mission, putting his hand and other hand. It shows normal. 20 or 18 or whatever. Then he said, what is this, Swami? Like entering into the car, you are entering into the body and leaving. I told him, after the enlightenment, whatever can be achieved through this body, much deeper ecstasy has been achieved. There is no need to use the body to achieve something from outer world. See, unless you have some job in the market, will you go there? No. And such a mess, who will go there? Same way, body is like a market. The liver is fighting with the intestine is fighting with the other part of the intestine, and head is fighting with the heart, and brain is fighting with the leg. And each fellow is fighting with each other. It's a big market. Unless you have a job, why to go there? Let them run the market. Because nothing else to be achieved in the body. No need to live in the body. Only when the need to share this energy with the humanity, the body becomes alive. 9 months there was no inner chattering. 9 months there was no inner chattering. And after 9 months, November of that year, 2000, November, it was Deepavali day, Amavasya. Evening, around 6 o'clock, Sandhya time. Actually, Purnima lifts you always up, and Amavasya always brings you down. Later on, I realized why the body got settled in Amavasya. It was Amavasya day. Suddenly, I felt again 3 frame, just like birth, 3 frame. One frame like a golden cloud. The other frame, the golden cloud hitting the body. Third frame, a beautiful word in Tamil, Anandamaga Irungal. That was the first word came out when the cloud and the body hit. First thing, I saw the golden cloud. Second thing, that cloud hit my Anandaganda area around this Manipura. The third, just one word came out. That be blissful. That's a Tamil word which I use for be blissful. The moment that word came out, simply the being cut out of the word and the inner chattering started working. Like a ECG graph. The body started moving or getting little centralized. I can say maybe there was a need. Maybe there was a need. The golden cloud must be the first deep thirst of seekers. Deep thirst of seekers. When it hit the Anandagandha, means the formless energy. That formless energy takes the form to play with that, to play and quench the thirst of the seekers. Ramakrishna says, when the cool breeze of bhakti, devotion of seekers, passes through the formless water of Ganga, that formless water takes a form of snow. Same way, when the deep devotion of seekers, the seeking thirst, passes through the formless energy, that takes the form of the living master. That's the reason the body again started working, started moving, started expressing or radiating whatever it experienced. The inner science or the consciousness or the Atman or Brahman or Nityananda, whatever you can say, it started radiating. Anyhow, feel proud and celebrate that you are also connected to this great Vedic knowledge, this great Vedic science, the great Vedic system. Let's be grateful for this Himalayas. It is existing on the planet Earth. Let's be grateful to this Ganga. It is flowing on the planet Earth. Let's be grateful to these rishis that they happened on these Himalayas. Let's be grateful that they created a great research and development and the tradition, Guru Parampara of this great inner science. There is a beautiful sloka says, Sada Siva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Means starting with the Sadashiva, the first enlightened master, Shiva, and between Shankara, who organized, who was a big breakthrough in this research and development of the inner science, and till my master, I bow down and worship the whole Guru Parampara, the Guru disciple lineage, the great tradition of the Vedic masters. Let's be grateful to them. They existed. Let's be grateful that they created this great science which is giving us so much of life solution and so much of transformation. Understand? I tell you one thing, you will realize this truth in few months. In few months you will realize this truth. Only in few months you will understand. If you have not come to Himalayas, what you would have missed. Now whatever you learned, whatever is gone inside, now you will not realize, you will take it for granted. Only in your regular life, when you live your life, when you see the depth of depression is not same as earlier. The depth of physical sickness is not same as earlier. The anger or violence is not same as earlier. and the greed and the possessiveness is not same as earlier. When you see all these things in life, when you see automatically these great thoughts coming out of your being, instead of you remembering the truth, truth will remember you. Understand? If you study the truth intellectually, you have to remember the truth. But if you see the people who are living the truth constantly, truth will remember you. When you see a living master constantly for 15 days, you do not know what will happen or what is happening in you. Without even your awareness, your eyes will take a strong, intense photographs of that living truth. Of that living truth. Simply, whatever you see with interest, that will be just sucked by your eyes. One thing, even in your life you can see, from morning till evening, if you have seen something with a deep interest, whenever you close your eyes, that scene will come back, till you see something else with a deeper interest. That scene will be there in your eyes. Any of you experienced? Morning 10 o'clock, if you have seen somebody with a deep interest, till you see somebody else with that same or deeper interest, the first person's photograph will be there in your eyes. Whenever you close his eyes, what will happen? He will be there in your mind. He will be there in your eyes. He will be there in your consciousness. So be very clear. Knowingly or unknowingly, you already caught me in your heart. You are filled, you are pregnant with Himalayas. Knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, constantly you are seeing Himalayas. You are seeing Ganga. You are seeing the Master. Murti, Tirtha, Sthala. Sthala is Himalayas, means the place. Tirtha is Ganga, means the river. Murti is a master, means living image. The Murti, Tirtha, Sthala, all the three, constantly you are seeing something, or at least one thing throughout these 15 days. Either you are seeing Himalayas, or you are seeing Ganga, or you are seeing them sitting with the Master. Some one thing you are constantly connected for last 15 days. So knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, now you are pregnant with Himalayas, Ganga and the Master. So understand, this very thing which has gone inside you, you will see the side effects and after effects of it in your life. The bliss will be the only side and after effect of this whole thing. This will be the only after and side effects of this whole thing.